Last night in my dreams, all the machines had been disconnected.
Well, we are so pleased to have in our studios once again Adam Lambert. He's a guy who almost doesn't even need a description, but we came to love him on Idol, and he's had such an incredible career with his solo performances and then stepping into the irreplaceable shoes of Freddie Mercury in Queen, but he owned it. He made it his own and paid tribute at the same time. And Adam Lambert is in studio with us. Brand new album. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great.
Thanks.
You've got a little more ink since we've seen you last.
Yes, I've become addicted to tattoos. It has happened. Yeah.
It looks really, really impressive.
Thank you.
And it looks like Latin, too, that you've got.
Yes, it is Latin. This is called Music Soothes the Savage Beast.
Ooh. All right. And what's on your other wrist?
Freak of Nature.
Love it. Fantastic.
Well, we were just talking moments ago about your performance with Queen. Ian and his lovely bride got to see you in, was it July, Ian? And he said you just rocked the place. But and you're probably tired of answering this question, but you didn't do an impersonation of Freddie Mercury, and you have to be true to yourself. But how difficult was that to try and do both? I mean,
yeah, it definitely took a second to kind of wrap my head around it. And I've been moonlighting with the band for a couple years now, which helped. But this latest tour, we had done this event in Vegas, this 25-minute set of their greatest hits. And for the first time, I mean, we had success, but it really gelled in a different way. And we had kind of just clicked into each other in a way that we hadn't yet, and it felt amazing. Oh. And that's where we decided to kick off a tour. We had people coming up to us saying, "You got to put something together." And when we approached this tour and putting together the set, that was a big thing. Is how do I make this my own, and I'm myself on stage, but I don't want to stray too far from the original either, because that would be like sacrilege,
Really, and to do an impersonation really of him and do it poorly,
would be tacky. So it took a second to kind of wrap my head around it, but luckily I had the guys there to kind of bounce ideas off of and make sure it was on point. So
obviously you gelled with Brian May. He has contributed to Lucy, one of the singles on the original High, your new album.
Yeah.
Tell us about that song and working with Brian. How does that feel, Adam?
Brian's amazing. He actually laid down that guitar part in literally like an afternoon. He's so fast. The guitar solo on there, that wicked solo, I think that was like the second or third take.
God. Unbelievable.
I was
Such
like,
talent.
what?
Yeah. And the album's called The Original High. What does that refer to? What is the original high for you?
Well, for me personally, the original high is getting on stage and singing before people. Really? I think that adrenaline rush of being a performer is like nothing else. The album is about this kind of quest for happiness, like contentment and satisfaction and the thing that makes you feel alive. And everybody's got different things that do that for them. And the song kind of cycles through all the different ways in which we're looking for that stuff. And sometimes it can be a really good quest and a good hunt. And sometimes it can lead you down the wrong path where you're not happy. And each song kind of comes back to that theme.
The Original High.
Yeah.
Adam Lambert with us. So what have you learned? How have you sort of grown as a performer from the last time that we saw you? Obviously, all of this explosion into the public's consciousness with Queen and everything. What has it done for you? How have you changed?
I think when everything started, I was so excited. I'm very lucky that all this happened, and there was so much hype. And I came out of my 20s kind of being like a pseudo club kid. I liked to dress up and be really crazy and kind of weird for effect.
Yeah, well, the eyeliner's gone.
The eyeliner's gone.
I mean, you even mentioned Cole Liner if I had you, right?
Yeah,
and
I think over the past 6 years, I think I've grown a little more comfortable in my own skin, and I think I've kind of grounded myself in my personal life a little bit, and I think now I'm just in a naturally like less is more kind of place just in my life. And
is it easier?
Right now, yeah. I mean, that's where I'm at. I think the music reflects that. I think it reflects just kind of a shift, maybe growing up a little bit. And I don't feel the need to prove myself in the same ways.
Yeah.
It's not so much about like, look what I can do. Look at all the tricks that I got.
Yeah.
But now it's more about, I want to make you feel something. I look at the mood we can create together. That's more my goal right now.